Hey everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And today, y'all, I came in to talk about Nene and all of the stuff that we've been hearing about her here lately. And y'all, I can't say that I'm surprised that Nene's 15 minutes of fame seem to be coming to an end. I believe that where Nene is now, a lot of us knew that it was going to get to this point. And I'm going to tell you why I feel that way. When I first started watching Real Housewives of Atlanta years ago, when it first burst onto the scene and it got popular, Nene was the one that I liked. And the reason why I liked Nene is because Nene just seemed more real and not trying to put on like some of the other women that started out on the show with her. She made us laugh, she was funny, and she just seemed like that girl who had got an opportunity to be on the show and she was making the best of it. So I was rooting for Nene, laughing right along with her, but rooting for her to win. And as each season progressed and Nene's star started to shine a little brighter, I was with her. But there came a point when after several seasons had passed, this fame that Nene was getting, this recognition, started to kind of go to her head. And it displayed itself in the way that she started to act. You know, she became a diva. And let me just say this, there's nothing wrong with that, you know? There's nothing wrong with, being confident as a woman and, demanding your respect. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's a way to do it where you don't burn bridges. Now, here lately, I know that Nene is saying that Bravo has been, racist. The way that they treat black women and all of that. She doesn't agree with it and she's going to stand up and fight for it. But my thing is this. When you, Nene, was on that show and you were the star of the show and they were paying you all this money to pretty much show your ass on that show, they weren't racist then, you know? When did they become racist? When you started having problems with them? When they started feeling like that you thought you were Bravo and you were dictating to them how that show was going to be, who should be on it, what scenes you weren't going to be in, what you were and were not going to do. It appears to me that Nene, like I said, started to get full of herself and forget the humble Nene that started out on the show, the one that we all fell in love with. Because honestly, y'all, them first few seasons that when Real Housewives came on, it was about Nene. You know, I really liked her. But as the show progressed, each season, I started saying, you know what, come on, Nene, you're being a little bit much, or you taking this over the top, and girl, what are you doing? To the point where after, you know, several more seasons, I just got sick of her because some of the stuff she was doing was ridiculous, you know? And then now that Nene is like 53 years old, you know, there's something that I notice when I'm around younger women. The reason why that they say little stuff about older women is because they look at us and they say, well, she's this age and she's still messy or she's still a bitch. They're wanting to show us respect and, turn to us for advice or as a an example of how to carry yourself as not only a woman, but a lady. But when they look at us and they can see that we are no more mature than what they are, that we are even messier in some instances than they are, they lose respect for us. They don't want to hear nothing we got to say. And I think that with Nene, she could have been the matron of the show. You know, she could have took that opportunity that Bravo gave her, which she did in certain instances. But if she would have remained, you know, the Nene that we fell in love with and thought of this as a business, and I'm going to ride this business until the wheels fall off, but do it in a classy way, Nene could have owned that Bravo franchise of Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I think what happened is because she got full of herself that they got tired of trying to cater to her. You know, I heard that she was being difficult on the set, that she was difficult to produce, and there were times when she wouldn't show up for stuff, or she was telling them how to do things. That's not how you win. Now, you may start off winning, but eventually, if it becomes too much of a challenge for that network, they're going to start looking to other women to bring to the show what they thought they saw in you. Because, like I said, Nene had them eating out the palm of her hands for years. She messed it up through her behavior. And, you know, a lot of times when I'm on social media, you know, I see where people say Nene is the show. Without Nene, that show would not have gotten to where it is. That is so true. But the problem is that fact went to her head and made her start just acting a fool and absolutely ridiculous in certain instances. She lost. She messed up this opportunity. Because had that been me, I would have looked at, okay, look at my standing in this franchise. I am going to carry myself like a lady. I'm going to still, you know, do my job and be the Nene that everybody loves, you know, making us laugh, her wisecrack. Because Nene can, man, some of the stuff that Nene has said over the years and done, and the expressions on her face, and even thinking about it now, it cracks me up. So she could have still remained authentically Nene without the extra divaness, you know, and rolled that thing till the wheels fell off. But now she's at a point where they're sick of her. She's saying that, you know, they're racist, they're this, they're that. But like a lot of other YouTubers are saying, when did this happen, Nene? Because for years you were singing their praises. You were telling them who should and should not be on the show. You know, you were with Andy and all of them. I wish that at some point Nene could have had a quiet moment of self-reflection. Because I liked her, I wanted her 15 minutes of fame to last way longer than 15 minutes, you know? But at this point, I'm sick of her. I want her to take her millions, go somewhere, enjoy her life, because I do not wish, you know, any, you know, bad vibes on Nene at all. Because once upon a time, I truly loved that girl's personality. But I want her to have a quiet moment of self-reflection. Because one thing about being this age, and this is how you know that you're not just getting older, but you have matured and all of that, is when you can look back and honestly admit you're wrong in certain situations, or admit that you could have handled things a little differently. To me, being 56 in a few months, that's how I know that I've grown. When I honestly can look back and say, Rachel, girl, you had it going on, but you messed it up. You should have done this. You should have done that. You shouldn't have done this. You know, you could have handled that a different way. That's how I know that I've matured. That in 4 years, literally, y'all, in 4 years, I'll be 60 years old. I don't want to be that woman that when I leave a room and the door closes behind me. You know, they look out the window or open the door to make sure I'm gone, and then immediately commence to talking about me like a dog, because I've rubbed everybody the wrong way when I left that room. When I was in the room, that they can't wait for me to get out to start talking about me. Because I've gotten on their fucking nerves, and I think that that's where Nene is today. I'm sad to see that for her. Yeah, I'm sad to see that for her. But I have to admit, once again, I'm sick of her myself. You know? Let me know down in the comments what y'all think. As always, thanks for watching my video. You guys take care. Wear your mask. Double up if you can breathe with it. And stay safe. Bye-bye.